Gail and I have been discussing the drones over New Jersey, and there have been sightings elsewhere, Southern California. Some are saying Washington or Portland area. Others are saying...
Guess what? Drones are in all 50 states, folks.
All of them.
Betcha. Yeah. I'm sure Amazon has delivered them to all 50 states.
Well, that's the other thing.
And U.S. territories.
We have drones here that are actually delivering our Christmas presents, right?
Apparently.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
We love the conspiracy theories. In our last segment, we discussed why it is that we so easily buy into conspiracy theories. But what I want to do is discuss some of the looniest around the drones. Because whenever there is, as we discussed in our last segment, if there is a void in your knowledge, your brain doesn't like holes. They just want to fill them up.
Yes.
And so they go, what could I plug in here with the limited information I have that I can then say, this has to be it?
Yes.
Right? For me, I said, well, I think this is probably a marketing scam. That's what I'm at the point where I'm ready to just say, no, it's not anything. So I'm even backing off the marketing scam thing. But there are some other theories out there that are really stretching it. Fair to say?
Yes.
I had not heard of Project Bluebeam before.
Yeah, that was news to me.
Okay.
And you know what? That kind of... It seems biblical in nature, if you ask me.
So
sign of the end times.
Project Bluebeam, it was being pushed here by Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA. And he says that the drone sightings are Project Bluebeam. In a social media post, Charlie Kirk declared, these drones aren't just drones. They're laying the groundwork for something much bigger. Project Bluebeam is real, and we're seeing it unfold.
I think he's got that confused with Project 2025.
Yeah, that's unfolding.
Yes.
All right, so Project Bluebeam, what is this? It's a Canadian journalist. Well, all right, so the invasion's coming from the north. A Canadian journalist
Red Dawn.
Project Bluebeam claims global elites will destabilize society by staging and unleashing massive supernatural events, alien invasions, holographic displays of cultural and religious figures, mind control, and faked crises, and capitalize on the hysteria to implement a new world order. We're coming back with the New World Order stuff.
Did it start in South Korea when he issued martial law?
Yeah. It's probably stage one.
You know, we know that drones can do amazing light shows.
Yeah, it's true.
But I don't see how this could happen. Unleashing a massive supernatural event is not possible nowadays with the internet, because you have all these like on Instagram, for some reason, there are all these pictures of super churches or these mega churches where they have pastors that like take up off in the air. And they've got, and like they have angels coming down. And I was like, there are dementors in that church.
Yeah, they're not.
Because they have like these flowing robes floating in the air. So people are used to seeing this kind of stuff online that if something really happened, nobody would believe it.
We would just assume AI.
Yes.
But let me also point out, it is very difficult to pull off something supernatural nowadays because of nature.
Yes.
And by definition, supernatural means can't happen.
Like the moon landing. It's like some people doubt that we landed on the moon.
Yeah.
And I was like, there were other countries that were paying attention to what we were doing.
Right.
And if we hadn't have done it, don't you think the Russians during the Cold War would have said,
no, they
didn't go?
Yeah, of course
they would have revealed that and embarrassed us.
So here's another one. Next conspiracy theory, that the drones are looking for nuclear material. And according to the Belleville mayor, Michael Mellum, telling hosts on Fox's flagship morning news program in New York, saying, there's an alert that's out right now that radioactive material in New Jersey has gone missing on December 2nd. It was a shipment. This is just an example of what I think they're sniffing for. The mayor was referring to a notice filed by the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission reporting a container from a cancer center in New Jersey with material being sent for disposal arrived at Port Newark with damage and was missing its radioactive component. The material, which measures about 6 inches in length with a 1.5 millimeter diameter.
Skinny.
That is a skinny rod. Looks like a straw.
Yes.
Right. Very like a coffee stirrer straw almost,
yes,
right?
Very, very small.
Was found on December 10th at a FedEx facility. It was repackaged and then made it to its final destination. Spokesperson for the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection saying in an email, more specifically, the container held a device that contains trace amounts of germanium-68, a radioactive isotope that's used in
CAT scan machine.
CAT scans. Yeah.
Like, you know what? The thing is, like, I want to know, how did that get lost in the mail? Of all things that get lost in the mail, a radioactive isotope.
Right.
Like, I mean...
But such a minuscule amount that has such a low amount of radioactivity that, believe it or not, with this, it's actually approved to be able to send
in the mail.
In the mail.
Yes,
right.
That's the thing.
They're okay with you sending it via the mail.
Yeah. So again,
I don't think the drones are looking for that nuclear weapon.
You know what? I think people are just now saying, I didn't know they sent that in the mail.
I didn't either. But it doesn't bother me. I don't
me
care.
Either. No.
And then one of my favorite ones here, too, is, and this goes to mass hysteria. Residents in New Jersey and the wider tri-state area claiming they've become mysteriously ill after witnessing drones in the sky. After seeing or hearing about the devices, residents revealing how they started coughing and suffering from a blocked or runny nose or experienced puffy and watery eyes. One woman in New Jersey said she became so sick it felt like she was coughing up my lung. A second in New York said her blocked sinuses must be because of the drones over Staten Island. What else happens in December, Gaylor?
Let me hold on. Let me
Rack your brain on this one.
Flu season?
No.
Did
No.
I win?
It's the aliens. We all know it's the aliens.
It's the aliens?
Fair to say.
Okay. So it's not RSV?
No.
Okay.
Aliens or government mind control. It's one or the other. There's
not
no
norovirus?
No.
Oh,
no.
okay.
What else you got? Common cold?
Yeah.
COVID?
Yeah.
What are you, crazy?
Okay. You know what's the
This is when the conspiracy theories match one another. So you've got the government created COVID versus it's not COVID. It can't be. It's the government.
You know, the most dangerous predator on this planet are other humans.
No kidding.
Other humans who go to work sick is what I say.
Oh, that's a great point.
Yeah, because they're touching the coffee machine. They keep getting tea and hot cocoa and coffee.
Yeah. They
don't wipe anything off, and then you spread germs, and then you've got flu spreading through the office, which is how I got it from Dennis DeYoung.
This is what happens in our office every day. I get done. I spray the seat and the console with Lysol, and then Gatos comes in and wipes it all down with Clorox wipes.
Double.
No joke.
Double coverage.
He's such a germaphobe.
Thanks for watching The Chris and Joe Show. Click to see more from Chris and Joe, and tap the button in the middle to subscribe to KTAR News.